Hello dear friends, welcome back to e-learning platform initiated by Science Park Savitribai Phule Pune University. Last time we have seen part first. Today I am going to discuss about very interesting topic is the earth and its living world, part 2. The topic is from 5th standard and the chapters covered from SSC means Maharashtra Board. The today's subtopic which will be covered in this video are atmosphere, layers of the atmosphere, and very interesting topic is how does it rain. Next is water cycle and last one is biosphere. The atmosphere. There is an envelope of air, that is our earth is surrounded by layers of all around, and this layer of air is called as the atmosphere. Now as we go higher from the surface of the earth, as we move higher and higher towards the big mountain or traveling out into the air by aeroplane, so the air become thinner and thinner. Okay, so that what is mean air become rarer. Now the atmosphere, that is the layer earth is surrounded with, the consist of mixture of gases. There are many gases are there. So these gases are nitrogen, oxygen, water vapors and carbon dioxide, and there are some other gases also, and there is water vapors also. So but all these gases, some other gases in small quantities. Layers of the atmosphere. We learned that our earth is surrounded by the atmosphere. Now this atmosphere forms layer, and each of these layer given the name, and they are called troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, ionosphere, and last is exosphere. Now the layer that extend from the earth's surface to a height of about 13 km from the surface of the earth, it is called troposphere. And in this layer of the atmosphere we find all the conditions of that is weather condition, and they affect the living world to a great extent. Now the surface of the earth gets heated due to the heat it receives from the sun. Hence the air is, that is very close to the surface of the earth, is the very hot over there. It is the hottest, but as we go higher away from the surface into the troposphere, it becomes cooler and cooler. Almost all the water vapor in the atmosphere is contained in the troposphere. So that is why all the weather related phenomena such as formation of clouds, rain, fog, wind and storm takes place in the troposphere. As we learn that as we go away from the surface of the earth, the air becomes thinner and thinner. So the air on mountain and high mountains is rarer than the air near the surface of the earth. Now aeroplane fly in higher parts of the troposphere. They go very high up. So the air is over there is very rarer, and therefore arrangements have to be made to see that, to show that the passenger gets enough air for breathing. We have learned that the layers of the atmosphere from our surface right up to the 30 km is called troposphere. Now after that is from 30 km to a height of about 50 kilometers is from the surface of the earth, That layer of atmosphere is called the stratosphere. Now, in the lower part of the stratosphere, that is the earth layer of gases, is called ozone gas. Now, we know that the rays come from the sun. They are called the ultraviolet rays, and these rays is very harmful for us and living things, means all the living things from the earth. But the ozone layer takes all these ultraviolet rays of the sun and protect all the living things on this earth. So, now let's learn about the water cycle and how rain is formed. Now, we know that the surface of the water gets heated up due to the rays of the sun. Now, as this water gets heated, it starts evaporating continuously. Now, not only the surface of the water, but even the water that is percolated, that is collected into the soil. The groundwater, even that gets heated up and start its evaporating because of the heat of the sun. And as it evaporates, it goes and enter in the atmosphere. The water cycle. Now, with the water gets heated up, it changes into the water vapor, and the water vapor is very light. It is lighter than air. So, it rises up and goes higher up into the atmosphere. And we know that the air over there is cooler. It is not as hot as that on the surface of the earth. So, when it is the water vapor combines with cool air, it starts condensing. What is meant by condensing? If the water vapor changes into the droplets of water. Now, these droplets of water is very small. They are very light. Okay. So, they start floating and they form clouds. Now, these small droplets, as they are floating in with, combine to other droplets of water and they become bigger drops. Now, these bigger drops are much heavier. When they are floating and they combine together, they become heavier. So, now they cannot float anymore. So, they start falling down into the form of rain. So, that is how we get rain in our earth. Now, this process, that is evaporation, that is water heating up and forming water vapor and rising up into the atmosphere, that is called evaporation, and then water cooling down, that is called condensation. The water vapor cools down and forms into the droplets of water, so that cooling process is called as condensation. And when all the water droplets collect and they form into the big clouds, and they cannot hold together, so they comes down into the surface of the earth in the form of rain. So, this whole process of evaporation, condensation and rainfall is called as water cycle. Now, we knew that there are innumerable, that is countless, kind of living things on the earth. The various regions of the earth differ in many ways. They are not the same. They are different everywhere. Some of the regions are always covered with ice, while others have a hot climate. There are mountains in some places, and some places are plain surface. Some places have lots of rainfall, while others are dry desert. There are salty oceans and seas, and also freshwater lakes. The ocean is shallow near the coast, but away from the coastline, the ocean may be several kilometers deep. May go very deep right on the side. We see a great variety in the living things that inhabit these different regions, so that these sentences means we see different kind of living things, that is in both animal and plant, in different region of the earth. The polar bear is seen only in the snow-bound polar region. Zebra are found in Africa and kangaroos are found only in Australia. Whereas elephant and lion are found in region of hot climate. These animals are not found in any other regions. For example, we cannot find polar bear in any other regions in hot climate, and so also we cannot find animals that are in hot climate, elephant and lion in polar regions or in cold regions. Now, just like an animal, plants in all these different regions also show a great variety. This variety is characteristics of those different regions. It means that the particular regions we find only those plants, no other plants can grow. So, just like an animal, we find similar kind of animals in a particular region. So, also similar kind of plants are seen in a particular region. Many different kinds of plant, animal and microorganisms are found in everywhere on the earth, that is on land, in water and in the air. The living things exist in the lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere. So, we find living things in all the three spheres of the earth. In the lithosphere also, hydrosphere also and the atmosphere also. We see birds flying in the air. Now, they also interact with this sphere, and all these living things on the different sphere, they constitute the biosphere. I hope you enjoy the learning this chapter. Now, here an activity for you. Make as long a list as you can of all the living things you see in the lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere. Now, we are making the list, and many living things as you can see or you can think of on the surface of the earth.